Hello, my name is Serge Marcotte and welcome to my channel Fleurymont's Corner. Why Fleurimont? Fleurimont is the name of the suburb in which I live. It's not a suburb anymore. I live in the town named Sherbrooke. This channel is dedicated to my music, the music I make. I've been making music since the late 80s. I'm not a virtuoso, and I'm there at the start. I didn't make those demos to be heard by everybody. I made those for myself at first, but then I realized that they're not that bad, so that's why I decided to publish them on YouTube. There are a lot of errors, there are some errors in those demos, and false note, and they're not perfect, and that's why I don't sell them. It's not good enough to be sold. So I have made demos under various pseudonyms. I will now name those pseudo and what kind of music I made under that name. The first pseudo I used was SM, the letters SM, which stand for Serge Marcotte. The first two demos are it's 80s punk. The style, the musical style, is the punk as it was in the 80s. As I progress in that, with the publishing of my demos, my music was being toned down. It was less violent and a little more elaborate. So especially the last demo I made under the name SM is pretty much just hard rock or hard rock, slightly progressive. I had bought synthesizers, so there was an element of techno and progressive and that kind of music. Afterward, I capitalized a lot on my synthesizers, and I published under another name, that one being Neo's QC. The QC stands for Quebec, where I live. But it's also to distinguish from another band in British Columbia that was, I think it is from British Columbia. It was called The Neos. It was a hardcore band, a punk hardcore band, and that's why I put the QC so that it's not the same band as The Neos. It started off with progressive techno music with only a little hard rock put in the mix. As I progressed with that pseudonym, I put more. I did put some metal and eventually a return to punk in those demos. Especially the last one called No Hope. It's downright 90s. That one is punk, but from the 90s. It's a little more violent than the punk from the 80s. And I use less and less of my synthesizers. Afterward, I took a turn for the blues. So I published under the name Bleu. which means blue in French. It's all about blues, blues rock, and all kinds of music that are associated with blues. I only made 2 of those, and then I switched to something else. The next one is the name of the band, my one-man band. The real name is You Are Not Worth Saving, but I shorten it to Yanaz. Y-A-N-W-S. Yanaz. This is all about metal. Various kinds of metal. The first 4 or 5 demos are a mix of thrash metal with doom, sludge, stoner. It's almost like 2 bands on the same demo. The sound is completely different, and my guitars are tuned completely differently. As I progressed, it became downright a death metal band with the big voice. Usually there is no voice in my demos, and when it does have some voice, it's always it's not words, it's just sounds that I make, as if my voice was an instrument, just like my guitars or my drum. And so when I made the last the 4 or 5 last demos under the name Yanaz, I used my death metal voice. Afterwards, I took another turn, and this one is a mix of all kinds of neo-retro. It means surf rock, it means psychobilly, it's like 50s or 60s music, but played quite a bit faster in my case. But there are all kinds of what we now term retro music, or surf rock. It's not just rockabilly, or it's not just Elvis Presley. And the name is Poilopubix. Poilopubix in English. I don't know how you're gonna pronounce this. It means furry pubis, something like that. Why is it Poilopubix? It's a little. It's about. It's because of the Asterix. I don't know how to say this in English. Little comics that the French comic that are called Asterix and something. So why Poilopubix or Poilopubix? It's because of Asterix, and it's all the name of the band is always different from one demo to the other. That one is Poilopubix et les Gaulois, but there are Poilopubix and Afterburners, Poilopubix and the Los Tabarnacos. There are quite a lot, and it's always different. Afterward, I took another turn, and this one is Pawenda. Pawenda comes from the Dune series of books, where the Benit Lilacs in the Dune books call all the others Pawenda. It's what we would call infidels, goyim, pagan. It pretty much means something like this. It's extreme punk, almost grindcore. It's not grindcore because my guitars are tuned normally and my drums are really fast, but they are blast beats, but there is never a double bass drum. And my voice, although it's shouting, hardcore shouting, there is no death yell. No, there's nothing death-like in my voice in this for this pseudo. The songs on the songs I made for Powinda are extremely short, from about 45 seconds to about a minute and a half, and they are really small demos. The last pseudo that I used is Batarnak. It's a reorganization of tabarnak, an expletive in French. Tabernacle in English. That is, it's always a mix of metal and some other kind of music. On that one, it's beach music, or southern music. When I mean southern, I mean music from the islands, rumba, samba, that kind of music, mixed in with some thrash metal. Afterwards, that is for the first one. The other demos I made with it's electronic or techno music mixed in with thrash metal. Afterwards, there was a mix of world music of other cultures, mixed in with black metal, death metal, and stoner metal. The shortest demo I made was 14 minutes, and the longest was 110 minutes on 2 different CDs. I will make other video. I will publish all my demos, evidently, but I will publish other videos about my instrument. I will publish videos on little tricks for people who want to record at home and maybe play a couple of songs myself. But they will be in French. It would be way too complicated to make bilingual videos, or make 2 videos, one in French, one in English. So I'm kind of sorry, but that is the only video that will be in English. That being said, I thank you very much for watching this video, and I hope you will watch my other videos. I have forgotten to talk about one important aspect of my videos: the title. When it's my demos, the title will have many sections. The first thing that we will see in the title is a number. The number, the chronological number in which I have published those demos. The second thing that you will see in the title is the name of my pseudo or my one-man band under which I publish that particular demo. The third thing that you will see in the title is the title of the demo in itself. The fourth thing that you will see in the title will be a date, a year. I will try to remember to put the latest date, the latest years, because in my videos about my demos, I have made the cover and many artwork that goes inside my CDs, and I have put 2 dates or 2 years. The first year being the year I have conceived of those musical pieces, and the second year is the year in which I recorded the latest versions of those musical pieces. So, I had already said thank you for watching and invited you to watch my videos. I re-thank you, and I still invite you to watch my other videos.